What's leptin? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of leptin. Leptin is one of our hormones. I put hormones into a couple of categories. There are gender hormones, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, DHEA. There are thyroid hormones like T4 and T3. There are adrenal hormones. You've got cortisol and aldosterone, epinephrine and norepinephrine. And then we've got hormones of energy metabolism like insulin and leptin and a few others. But I wanted to mention leptin to you. It is a hormone and it governs hunger and to some degree what we do with the calories when they come in. Weight gain and loss is not simply calories in, calories out, right? We've known that for decades now. Insulin plays a role in it, estrogen plays a role in it, thyroid hormone plays a role in that, and leptin plays a role in that. So normally when we eat, we take a little bit of excess and we store it in our fat cells. Those fat cells start to swell a little bit. They release a hormone called leptin. Now I'm oversimplifying this, but you'll get the point. Leptin tells us, it goes to the brain, hits a couple of centers in the brain, and basically sends out more signals that say, dude, you're full. Quit eating. Right? I'm going to rev up metabolism a little bit, burn some of this off. I've got a little bit of it stored in fat. I'm going to shut down hunger. You don't need to eat anymore. Go burn some energy, go take a walk. And that's what leptin says. Sounds like an awesome hormone, right? I mean, we need buckets of leptin. Problem is we can become resistant to leptin, just like we become resistant to everything else that we overdo. And let's face it, we're in the US, we overdo a lot of things. So when you are exposed to lots of leptin over a period of time, your cells become very resistant to that. And now you've got way too much leptin and you can't listen to it and you become leptin resistant. Now you don't get those signals that tell you, hey, you're full, stop eating, I've stored some of this, we don't need it, go move around, burn this off, raise metabolism. You don't get those signals. You just keep on eating. If any of you have ever eaten fast food, right? Let's say you go to, I don't want to name a restaurant, but something with big yellow curvy things on the side, and you get a fourth of a pound of burger with cheese on it, and you get some fries, and let's hope you don't get a soft drink, and maybe you get some little chicken pieces with it, and so you're eating. If you've eaten that and you're honest with yourself, you can get rid of that, like it all goes in your mouth and it's gone in a really short period of time. I mean, like you can consume a massive amount of calories and food in a very short period of time. 5 minutes, 8 minutes, you can be done with that meal. Watch kids eat their school lunches. They can be done very quickly. So that food goes in very quickly. Your body never even gets the signal that you're full. I mean, you could eat it all over again if you weren't afraid that people were staring at you. And eventually, about 20 minutes later, you finally start to release leptin, right? It never expected you to eat that quickly. If you're having steak and salad, it doesn't go in that quickly, right? You're cutting, you're chewing, the salad takes time to chew, cutting again and chewing again. Leptin starts to be produced partway through that meal and it says, hey, I think you're getting full. You might want to push the plate away. But when you're eating fast food, man, it's in before you ever make that signal. You can eat 3 or 4 times what you need before your body ever tries to say it's full. Then it makes this massive amount of leptin because there's all this food that came in, right? It's playing catch up and you become leptin resistant over time. Leptin can be tested on a standard blood test. We do fasting insulin on our blood tests. Fasting leptin is also one of the tests that can be done. And in many cases, if you're having trouble losing weight, being leptin resistant or having high levels of leptin can absolutely play into that. So just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know a little bit about leptin. It is more complicated than that, but that gets you some basic information about leptin. Like I said, it can be tested. It's worth looking at. And if you are kind of resistant to weight loss, it may be part of the problem. So take your time, chew your food, eat real food, and it'll be less of a problem. If you do have high leptin, if you're already aware of that, intermittent fasting, episodic fasting, I've done videos on that. You can go look at those. And eating real food, chewing your food, taking your time. that can all make a difference. So don't become leptin resistant. Don't force yourself to overproduce leptin. Eat real food. Take a break from food from time to time. It'll make a difference in your health. Thanks. Have a good one.